The sweet treats made at this farm are award-winning, and we're not kidding.
And our Alyssa Borden found they're made in Vermont.
See what I did?
Tucked in the hills of Townsend, these goats live a pretty sweet life.
Key to a happy goat is making sure the grass is always greener where they are.
They're the stars here at Big Picture Farm, a solar-powered, animal welfare-approved goat dairy set on a scenic 100 acres.
We're a farmstead confectionery, which means we use all of our goat milk and turn it into goat milk caramels, chocolates, and candies.
The farm is run by Louisa Conrad and her husband, Lucas Farrell, and their 5 farmhands. Conrad and Farrell met at Middlebury College, and while they initially worked in education, things took a goaty turn in 2008. The duo made the jump into agriculture and over time opened their own farm after falling in love with goats.
Goats are magical, mystical creatures. They are so friendly and wonderful. People are always surprised if they haven't hung out with a goat, how special they are and how much personality they have.
With all that land and all those goats, they set out to find their niche in the local goat dairy market.
There were so many wonderful cheesemakers, and it felt hard to compete. The confections area in all those stores hadn't yet flipped to sort of using local, organic, high-quality ingredients, and so we saw an opening there.
Caramels, truffles, and chocolates galore, all made and wrapped on site. And of course, the process begins with the goats.
The milk goes from one room to the room right next door where we boil the caramel down.
Citing the chemical buildup of the byproduct, Conrad says goat milk makes for a smooth, rich caramel, and the freshness of it doesn't hurt either.
Because we use the milk fresh the day it's milked, it really doesn't have that same goaty. You get like a little tang and a little extra sweetness, but it's not overly goaty. People have said they're scared and they try and they love it.
But what makes these goodies unique is the packaging, putting the goats on center stage.
To be able to tell the story of these goats and what they were doing on a particular day and who they are, because they're actual individual goats that have personalities. You know, Fern doesn't like to jump across the stream. Junebug will come up and say hi.
Friendly goats and flavorsome treats. That's the big picture at Big Picture Farm. For the Channel 3 News, I'm Alyssa Borden, made in Townsend, Vermont.